Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. A day full of college. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bulls offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets away from one. He's got space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Here's a little room there. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And the Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Makes a catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, USF. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. $7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you. and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's McClure. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. They'll give it on the counter. Makes it past the marker. Nice move. Creates some space. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might as well give it to him again. Makes one man miss. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, South Florida!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab in their space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClure. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fights off a defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Isaac. They knock him down right there. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running inside. It's McClure. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. After run, now throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking for space. It's McClure. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Maybe a crease. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Tulane. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got a man, it's Lewis. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's McClure. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here comes the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got it right inside the pylon.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the 1st quarter, but they've come alive now in the 2nd quarter. Some of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple of touchdowns. We got a great game kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's McClure. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Richardson. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Odom. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Texas A&M with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Going to the run, it's McClure. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Touchdown, Green Wave! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And you've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a second and long. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And they got him. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Offense in an empty set. QB draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Gives it on the option. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Running inside. It's McClure. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Rides the option, he keeps it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Hill. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the
intercepted, big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Using his legs to buy some time. Got the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Now on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Daniels. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely...
Snags it, and there's running room. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. The offense coughs it up. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Bringing the heat. Touchdown Bulls. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. And they're able to get him down. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Delay to the back. It's Collins. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll leave it with him. Knocked off his feet. Now facing a 3rd and long. Right back to the well. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense just going to spike it here. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under fire. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.